Here we go. I took a couple of recordings and a few pictures. I'll show you. There was no spillage, and it was because of teamwork. What this guac shop did, they told me, like, when I walked in, I said, can you please wrap that up in saran wrap? And can we please place the 2 half tins of pinto beans and black beans, which are soupy like, with saran wrap. They said, well, it shouldn't leak because we put saran wrap under the cover, the tin cover. I said, I'm requesting it, and I showed them the picture of what I all the time have dealt with. And my very first delivery was from that guac shop, and it was a mess. So they did. And they wrapped the half tins up in saran wrap, in addition to putting a piece of saran wrap underneath the cover, which I wasn't aware that you can do that. And they took the 2 half trays and they put them in a separate box. Instead of, they had 4 half trays in that. And they had the beans on top of the rice. And I already sensed soupiness, you know. So we put the beans in both half trays of beans in a box. And I also covered it with the plastic bag. And this was a long trip, and this was a bumpy trip. No spillage. Okay. Screen recording. And I'm just going to show you there was no leakage. And because of teamwork, well, first I'll show you this. I'm going to save these. I'm going to cut them and save the bottoms. So I put them on the bottom of these bags, so it gives it secureness when a place don't offer boxes like this. I did have the liquid beans, the pinto and the black beans, wrapped in this. I put the bag around this, and I tied the knot on top. And I will fix this when I get home, because I can't leave it like this because it takes up too much space in my trunk. But I will cut these down and keep the bottom because they are the size of the black bag, and that will help when I'm delivering half trays that a place don't offer. This was 17 miles distance, an hour and 5 minutes. We decided to put shells and the bowls and the napkins on that table. And this is how the woman helped me, the representative, set up the food. It looks really nice, nicely done. And see, no mess. I didn't have to be there longer than I needed to be. I didn't have to clean up anything. And here are the trays. These 2 trays right here in front are the beans. No spillage. They put saran wrap underneath the cover, saran wrap over the tin, and they placed it in a separate box. But now I know I will always, when I deliver anything liquid-like that, I will, see, that's how I had it. I will wrap it up in a plastic bag like that. So I'm really happy. It was such less trouble. It wasn't a mess. And it was much more presentable when I delivered it. And she was really nice. I accepted a Long Beach delivery. Now, she said the drivers, usually they pass it. I'm familiar with Long Beach. I knew it would be hard parking, and I got really lucky. This would have been a long walk if I had to park down there. And I knew the location. It's near the old Five Guys, that I could have parked in the back there. She was working with me. She was like, I'll be right there. Call when you walk up to the building. But there's no place to park on the main road. Again, knowing your market, knowing how to work it. And then I was like, well, I could have parked at Burger King for 5 minutes. Nobody would have said anything. You know, it would have been a long distance. I got really lucky with this close spot. I still had to walk, but I didn't have to overkill walk. And when I called her, she was like, you know, I'm not sure if the elevator's working, you know. And it was, thank God it was, because it was heavy. I had three bags, and rice, chicken, steak, and beans are heavy. See you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.